so happy to deploy my wealth.
Man thought you had 20k.
I thought I was up. You know that we bought a new sofa recently. And she goes, you were so nice for getting that for us. So I thought to myself, I didn't even pick the colour. Yeah. I didn't have creative right.
We done the 25 days.
I hustle, I verbally hustle.
We done the 25 days.
I hustle, I verbally hustle.
We are Imperfect People, and we are here with the man himself.
Setch the Black Star.
You already know me. I'm B the King, aka Idris's father, aka Milo the Great's leader, the football manager champion. We're also joined by, actually probably what we can now call the third part of the show, because he's definitely here more than the other person. Last 2 weeks, 100%. He's got 50%. You understand? I don't want to hear about the reasons, all right? I'm not saying they can't be justified. I'm just talking about data.
Yeah, it's fact.
It's just a
It's
data
fact.
point. We can interpret. There could be an asterisk, but it's a data point.
Okay.
So we are joined by Lucky Cat.
Okay. My name Lucky Cat, not Aristocat. Okay? Why he's not clapping light like?
Alley Cat. And of course, by the man himself, head of social media, aka 3 clips a year,
AKA.
always wearing chinos,
AKA?
middle socks.
Why are you wearing them middle socks?
Because
Ankle
listen,
socks.
there's different. I think
There's
socks
nothing wrong with these socks.
serve different purposes.
Yeah.
You got invisible socks. The little ballerina things don't see
Yeah.
them. You don't want to see them. They're invisible socks.
Yeah.
You got ankle socks. Why? They're on the ankle.
Yeah.
Okay. You got long socks. How would you describe them?
When I took a brief look, I thought they were.
I said pull them up.
Yeah.
You said they are pulled up.
That's Latina and Elephant Castle socks.
You know when chicks wear leggings and they wear socks?
Yeah,
They wear
your
the
daughter's socks. They're your daughter's socks. Yeah.
That's a laundry mishap. They went in the wrong drawer.
It was you was Russian.
These socks are fine, bro.
They're
I'm telling
fine.
you that.
I mean, listen, if you're fine, we're fine, so I am fine. Do you understand? If he's fine, I'm fine.
Makes it worse. Shoot the shit.
I've got a complaint. Listen, now I've got a serious complaint, yeah? So I recently took a trip for reasons, flew with Emirates. Emirates is a nice airline. Have you been on Emirates?
Yeah, I like him. The gear that the people on the planes wear is nicer than a lot of the others. BA is probably the nicest one. The navy joints, kind of swaggy. They look
Yeah.
nicer. But if you're in the orange thing, it's peak. The EasyJet.
The EasyJet one is long,
what,
yeah.
Wizz Air.
Yeah.
If you're on the pink gear, like you're just out trying to be serious
No,
and you're
that's
pink.
what- also, they'll have the same makeup artist because all the people's makeup look exactly the same.
They look pristine.
Like it's 10 out
a
of 10
brand.
across the
Like,
board. Yeah,
what
they've
the
got-
people look like is part of the brand.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen. Again, elite airline. I love it. For the amount of money I paid, I felt like I was at the bottom of a slave ship.
Why?
Whoa. It felt like I was at the bottom of
Bro.
a slave ship is crazy.
Let me walk you through this. Yeah.
I
So,
obviously don't know anything about that.
Even as
So
anyone
how can I be laughing? You know what I mean? I'm like...
No. I was more taken aback, but I wasn't expecting
I'm
that.
saying this for the
You
amount of
should
money
really
I
put an
paid.
email into Emirates, bruv.
This is the imagine the review that started. I felt like I was at the bottom of a slave ship. Bro, they would call you. They would even send you the voucher and say, we'll pay you anything you want to delete that review. bro.
They'll call you,
No,
bruv.
what I'm saying is, listen,
Yo.
the amount of money I've paid, you know when you pay for like a package holiday and you're
Yeah.
like, I'm on a Wizz Air and I accept that it's going to be rickety and I'm probably fall out of the
Yeah,
sky
you
at
need
some
to get
point,
there.
yeah?
You need to get
Yeah, I just need to get to what I need to get to, yeah? But the amount of money I paid and I'm sat in this seat, this person came, the people come with a little trolley and whatever, and I said, can I get orange juice? And they give you the little cup, yeah? Have you seen the little cups?
Yeah.
Bro, it's this big, and then he put half orange juice in it, and I said, can I get more? Bro, the treatment, bro. And I just, overall, the food was all right. But
was
overall,
the flight?
The flight is 2 separate flights. So it's 7 hours and 7 hours. 7 hours to Dubai and then 7 hours. Yeah, to get to Zambia, bro.
Oh, the
Then-
connecting thing.
There's no direct.
Well, there's no
It's-
direct.
And it's either Emirates or Kenya Airways. So you have to pick your battles in there.
Big up Kenya Airways, man.
Big up all of them,
Don't
innit?
miss anybody out here, bro.
Anyway, like I'm saying, for the amount of money I paid, and then do you know what really actually pissed me off? This is what really pissed
Yeah, I
me
was
off.
going to say the orange juice thing was like,
No,
you could have moved on in it. Like,
You know when they say it's who you know, and there's a lady sat in front of me, and her mum is sat here, and then one of the stewardess walks past and goes, "Oh my God, I haven't seen you since university. Oh my God, what are you doing here? Blah blah." She said, "Come with me."
oh.
They take him to the back, and you know what's at the back of these big planes? There's a staircase, bro.
Oh.
There's a staircase that leads upstairs.
To the plush things, to the bougie, the bar.
So I'm just sat here, yeah, and I'm looking at these people going to live life upstairs, and I look at the brochure, and they tell me there's showers, there's a lounge,
the upstairs
there's a
thing is
bar.
crazy.
So it's who you know. So now I'm fuming. I'm sat here in the slave ship, and these men are living life upstairs, bro.
He's got no oranges, and someone got busted by their
No,
friend.
bro.
Really?
Okay, let me tell you the money I paid,
Yeah.
and comparing to the service I got.
Okay.
£1,000.
That's quite a lot.
28 hours of airtime.
Right.
I think you should have taken that orange and said, thank you, sir.
What do you mean? £1,000,
I'm
bro?
paying big bread.
Bro, nah, treat me right, bro.
4 long haul flights. 4. You're basically paying 250 a flight.
7 and then 7 back.
Yeah,
250
but
a
still,
flight.
bro. That's 500, bro.
Nah.
And you
that's
get
big
meals.
butter.
Nah,
Nah, bro. No, bro. No, because upstairs, you know why?
Is it
No,
war? Is it
because
war
I know
situation?
upstairs they're getting the full carton of orange juice.
You ain't paying what the... No, this is the
Glass, bro. Oh, do you know what the worst thing is?
Dressed up.
I was telling my mum when we get there, let's get some flowers, go to the desk, I'll pie it up with whoever's there.
Yeah.
Get to the desk, it's all automated, no people.
Yeah, there used to be a thing if you bring them like donuts or
No human beings, bro.
Oh yeah, but I prefer that though, because I hate the queues and I hate all that.
But at least you can be like, hey, what's going on? You can
Check
chat to them, bro.
Check.
Nah, bro. Fuming. Anyway,
It's fucking pen and email, bruv.
pen an email saying, I need more orange juice.
Bro,
in my
I
next
remember
flight.
flying back from New York here. We had this Filipino guy that was at the back of the plane there. I was sitting like a sardine, and this guy was servicing 100 people by himself, yeah, and he was so rude, bro. He was sick of it.
He was done.
He's already got the like pension age where like he's now if he that should matter. Like, he was so rude. It was unbelievable. If you asked him a question, he would tut at you. It was extrovertly rude.
Oh.
Like, he was one of them. He was so rude, and I
said
thought to myself-
extrovertly.
I just thought to myself, I'm scared of flying. Yeah, this is not helping.
Extrovertly.
Yeah, like
I know the word you're trying to say about it.
Extrovertly.
That's it.
It's fine.
externally.
Extrovertly.
Actually, I thought about...
Actually.
No, I brought the accent back.
Actually.
You know, we spoke about flying the other day.
Yeah.
I thought about everything bad that we spoke about as we were taking off. You said
It gets
taking off is the
scary.
worst part. It was dark outside, so I couldn't see anything.
Bro, it's devastating. I'll be vertical, like, I mean.
Because I'm thinking, if this thing is going down, I wouldn't even know until it's
yeah.
over.
I'm not scared of flying, but the gear thing rocks me, bro.
I was shook. I was so,
Yeah.
in the
You know
night.
what? Now I know the gear thing, yeah. This is what you need to listen up for next time you fly. You know when they put the wheels away?
Yeah,
And
there's
sometimes
yeah,
it
yeah.
makes- and I'm thinking, is that the gears? No, but sometimes it's like a...
Yeah,
like, there's
yeah,
like a,
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think gears are gone. Like,
if I was a pilot, I would take pride in my landing, bro. I would want my landing to be smooth like butter.
No, there was one of them didn't. I think one of the student. One of
There are
us was
certain
a student
pilots
one.
with my
Yeah.
man, man, I'm ready to just call it off. But
No,
man,
no, I've had some
Just
madness.
putting the plane down. Like,
when I get
bang.
domestic flights in Serbia, bro, oh my God. I literally think this guy drives lorries by night and plane by day. Because the way we're landing in we're just in the air. And I'm thinking, oh, this is the turbulent bit where we get through it. And the whole
man's
flight is like
landing,
that.
bro.
And then I saw the seatbelt off. I said, how? Bro, I'm shaking right now. And he says, see, bro.
Them pilots will just bark a cigarette as soon as the flight's
What's one financial like mistake that you guys have maybe made or continued to make?
Look, I always two minds about cars. I always look back on the amount of money you spend on cars, bro. Like
How do you mean, like getting new cars?
leasing and like just
Oh.
driving like Mercedes and BMWs and shit. When really my Skoda does just fine, bro. And even now, bruv, you know the battle I'm having with buying a whip, bro. Am I gonna spend 7 bills on the mad thing, or am I just gonna chill my beans as a 35-year-old sensible husband and father, bruv, and spend 2 bills 50, bro? Like, do you know what I mean?
that's the
I
one.
hear it, man. It's a battle, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bruv. But I would always say cars, because cars are such burn on peas, bro.
And even maintenance of whips, man. Insurance.
Yeah.
My insurance one year was 1.2, the next year was 2.4, and I did nothing, but I never spoke to them. But I never spoke to them one time. I called them, I said, this must be a mistake. Bro, how can the whole thing is no claims? I said, maybe you lot aren't looking at the fact that I don't have any claims. You know what I'm trying to say to them, check the system, refresh it. Like,
No, they're like, yeah, no.
how can it be
trust me,
2.4, bro? And they said, yeah, in your area, your car is likely to get more stolen, so it's 2.4 now.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
everywhere else was 2.2, 2.3, but it's like now we try to accept paying a ban.
more.
And you don't get a refund as well. I think insurance companies should give us refund. If I don't use you, refund me, bro.
Well, after the end of the year.
It's a crazy
Yeah, refund. Well, give me some percentage back.
You know, they're
Make
trying
your
to make-
profit
they're
and
trying to
give
make
me
money,
the
bro.
rest back, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like,
man.
come on.
What about you lot? What's one financial mistake you lot make?
For me, it was
Green chino
slap-
colour and thread out there,
slap
bro.
you up. No, mine was not taking credit seriously when I was younger.
Okay. Were you one of the bad ones?
Yeah, bro. Like 17, 18, like those early uni days,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah.
What were you
I
doing?
I didn't even know about them.
Bro, I remember
You got
going
a
to
drum
uni.
kit or something? Idiot,
A
boy.
drum kit.
What's a drum kit? No.
For the drum kit.
Not even that. It was like I got I had a little flip Samsung phone. I don't even remember my phone. It was a little shitty flip Samsung phone.
Oh, you
and then
bought
as soon
that
as I got to uni, everyone's on BlackBerry. I just went straight to phones. Remember Phones for You?
Yeah.
Went straight to Phones for You. One guy patted me up with like the white BlackBerry with the touch screen with
yeah, I had a white
I
one
got
first
that
as
straight
well.
away. And then obviously being a student after like maybe like 2-3 months, peas weren't peeing, so I just didn't pay it. Fucked it up.
Oh, is it? You just didn't pay?
Yeah, bro, just didn't pay. Fucked it up, and then.
Oh, you're one of them, man.
Yeah, and
we're
then
not paying this,
bro, but it was also like just like lack of
like hard.
education, bro.
That's
Like,
like-
oh, mum, by the way, like, you know, he saw those pride things, so I just like he ended up like fucking me for like 2 or 3 years, and that's it. it. That's literally that. Just not taking it
That's
seriously.
what man- hey, kids,
Not
don't do
understand.
that.
Yeah, like not understanding credit. But
You know what? I was saying to Shin something that's actually more of a financial trauma that I remembered, yeah? That my mum did to me. So I used to live in White City, but I used to go Southfield Primary School and then Chiswick High School. Yeah, so sometimes bread wasn't bread in, we had to walk. So my mum would be like, listen, every time we walk, we'll save that money.
Oh,
So,
yeah?
Bro, listen, for a year, I think I walked. Rain, I walked.
Rain's crazy.
But how is this irresponsible?
Because she goes to me, we're saving. So in my head, yeah, I'm like halfway through the year, I'm thinking, I'm up. I'm up. Yeah. And as I think, all I'm saying is I come to the end of the year and something happened, I wanted to do something, whatever. And I go to my mum, okay, you know what it is? I worked hard this year. I saved my money. I was so happy to deploy my wealth.
Man thought you had 20K.
I thought I was up. My mum goes, you know what? You know that we bought a new sofa recently? And she goes, you were so nice for getting that for us. And all I thought to myself is, I didn't even pick the colour. Yeah. I didn't have creative rights.
No say.
Bro, that's what I
But
learned,
how
yeah.
did you get stung with that, bruv? My parents did that to me early. They didn't get trusted.
I was older, bro.
Ever
I
again.
literally think it was year 7. Do you understand? Like, I wasn't
Did
that
you ever
young.
have that one with your parents? Like, let me hold that for you. You never
Yeah,
saw
of
that again
course.
when one of your
That's
aunties
funny,
or uncles
bro.
or something.
My mum done me dirty, man.
Fucking
That's
hell.
the sofa, bro. And I didn't even like that sofa, man. It was leather, bro.
Yeah, that's what them man are sitting on, bro.
no, listen.
I'm dying here.
Lock
bro.
in them, bro.
Honourable mention, Grenfell. It's 9-year anniversary.
Was it on the
I know
14th
you
of
guys.
June?
You guys are obviously West London, isn't it?
It's a kind of like a confession. Not really a confession, because I was none the wiser at the time. See, you know, I worked at Sky, right?
Yeah.
And I used to work around the area, Bush, yeah. And I just remember the traffic, bro. Like, because obviously it happened that night, yeah. And then obviously they've locked off the surrounding areas. There's bare shit going on, obviously, yeah. But I remember Bush roundabout, yeah. I remember the traffic, yeah. And the temper tantrum I was having, bruv. The effing and the jeffing and the scenarios of what could be causing this fuckery. Like,
You didn't know what happened.
no idea what's happened. So I'm just in, but the traffic's everywhere, backing up into Hammersmith, backing up into Kensington, like the whole thing's just fucked. I'm trying to get to near Grenfell. That's where the customer was on.
Yeah.
Bro, the effing and jeffing I was doing, yeah, and just the blind rage.
Yes.
And then to later on understand what has actually happened, yeah, I just felt so insignificant, bro. I just felt like such a chud, bro, bruv. Like, I'm just sat there, my little sky fucking thing, bruv, like, just fuming, and there's such a tragedy going on, bruv.
No, you just don't
But it's
deep
a
it, bro.
big-
I
you
remember
don't.
that,
You're in your own little world, innit? You're
bro,
little
that
bubble,
in that morning, I was going to the office, yeah, and I'm walking to White City Station. And when you're walking from White City Estate to White City Station, you go down the road and you can see Grenfell.
Yeah.
So as I'm walking, I remember the first thing, but this is the maddest like memory. I don't know if this is like how it felt, but whatever. I just remember it smelling weird. Do you understand? The
Yeah.
smell in the air, it was that close where there was debris. Like, it was like, it was in front of me, bro. It was like visible to where it was from White City Station. And then you kind of think, oh, that's a building on fire, right? But then you really start to like deep it, bro. Like I'll talk about me and you, and obviously should I know your situation. Like we all grew up in council estates, bro. That could have been the same council estate where we were kipping at night when we were younger, babies, like high up, you can't get down. Like, bro, it's a genuine tragedy, bro. What happened to those people, and the way it's been handled post is the most telling thing about, you know, when people talk to me about government and get involved, it's like, bro, these are the people that are under maintaining, number one, the
But
area, the building.
they're charged to look after the people.
Yeah, and then they're treating people of the victims and the families like this, bro. It honestly, it's one of those things that really makes me just disengage. I think it's sickening.
This ain't a political show, innit? Because I can do the political
we
thing
can
on it,
go in.
yeah. But I will just say this, yeah, and it just speaks to the point of like government and politics are supposed to look after the people, yeah. And I don't know if you man actually followed the inquiry. Like, I don't know if you lot saw it. Like, they were going through all the emails and all the conversations and shit, bruv. Like, people are literally email like, oh shit, that cladding is like not firing.
Yeah.
And people emailing back like, oh shit, like, and it felt like such an insignificant thing to them at the time, yeah, and it wasn't a big deal, and all they cared about was getting the job done and for as cheap as possible. And then look at what happened on the back of it. Listen, all people involved probably going through trauma and all of that, so let's not sleep on anything, yeah?
Yeah,
But
100%.
bro, these people are charged with making sure people have a safe place to lay their head at night.
Yeah, man.
And everything just turned into a commercial situation or trying to get the job done.
Everyone's trying to point fingers at litigation. We're not responsible. And it's like, you know what it is? If we were living in a place that was a nice community, right? Every single company that was partially involved should have stepped forward and gone, cool, we got to make this right. We have to do whatever we can do.
But you
You
run
will
away
never
from it.
fix it.
You run
But
away from it. They run away
the
from it,
fact
bro.
that they all started going, we were the license management team at the time was them, and we were different. And when
It's because there's contractors that are doing it.
but that's what makes it disgusting, though. Is the fact that all those listen, no matter what role you had a role, and because of that, it's your responsibility to take care of the victims of that disgusting tragedy. And the way they've handled it is sickening, bro. Those people, for me, is like. They will bear the consequences of that. That's not free, bro. Even if you could get away with it and they ain't paid nothing and these fucking execs have done whatever they've done, yeah? Like, the reality is at some point in life, they will pay for it. That's my belief. You
Yeah,
understand?
it's true. And bro, I think there's a documentary, I watched a documentary, and you hear people talking about that night and that, bruv, it's harrowing, bro.
Oh, bro, imagine trying to get down the stairs with, you got one kid and you don't know where the other one is and you hope they're downstairs. but
Oh,
they
that's
might
the one,
not.
that's the one.
They might not be downstairs.
Yeah.
So
Right,
if you go downstairs and where's the kid? Bro, see me, I don't care. And just like them, they would have run back in, bro.
Yeah,
and there's
yeah.
people that died trying to save people.
Trying to save other
Imagine
people.
you got an elderly parent. My mum's got MS, bro. My mum can't move that quick.
Yeah.
Let's say something like that happens, bro.
Yeah,
It's
bro,
not.
I even thought if
How
my
can-
mum was in there, bro.
Listen, my mum's not a midget, bro. Like, it's
Yeah.
hard to carry her, bro.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's like in these situations, you have to understand, it's like, this is not a joke, bro. Like, and I think it's a good lesson for anyone, no matter what job you do. You know, sometimes we can laugh at office jobs and these small, like, jobs you look at. What is that? You have to understand, yeah, all these things have ripple effects. The best thing you can do as a person is take pride in whatever you do, bro.
Bro.
If you see something is wrong, it's all you can do is say something is wrong and don't be part of the group that's just like conforming to this bullshit if you know it's wrong.
But there's like even the work I do now, fire stopping, bruv. It's the biggest and most important thing that any contractor or anybody working in buildings, we install broadband, innit?
Yeah.
So you run cable through door, you make holes, innit? Fire stopping is the most critical thing. There are people in my business that have lost their job because they haven't fire stopped properly, bruv. So now,
Rightfully so.
I guess it's an important thing and the right things are happening and that. But yeah, man, big up. Big up, man. Big
Listen,
up everyone involved with the fire.
We're gonna keep talking about that. We're gonna keep.
Big up
We will
firefighters.
never forget that flipping anniversary, bro, because that's something that those families will never forget, man. So that's a part of West London's history. We've got to talk about that.
We're about to hit 39 degrees apparently. What are we saying? 39 degrees.
To be fair, if I'm
Just
in my
take
house,
it in.
I think everyone's just got to stay inside.
No, but inside is worse.
I got
How are you
aircon.
not doing?
I got aircon.
Do you not know what promaya is? You don't know about promaya. You can't even say it.
Oh my God.
Hey,
That's not bad, to be fair.
No, you know what it is? He added the yow.
Yeah, man.
Promaya.
I mean, yeah, man.
What it means is draft. Like, you know when you open windows on the different parts of the house. and
Yeah.
create
You need that. You need
the
that. You need
vacuum.
that. You need that.
Bro, that is
Vacuum is not what you're supposed
That's
to
the
say.
secret.
I'm sure it is a vacuum.
Airflow.
Was
The
it draft?
airflow.
It's a
The
draft.
vacuum is nothing.
Vacuum
being
is nothing
released.
moving around. Yeah.
Yeah, you need it. But I got
That's my
aircon.
trick.
I got aircon. If you listen, people, come here. If you ain't
Put
got
the link on.
aircon,
Put the
yeah,
link for
go and
people.
spend the peas. Even if I missed the heat wave, no, during the heat wave, I didn't have aircon. I said to myself, aircon is essential. I'm going to buy it for next time. Make sure you do that. You're not going to be able to get one now because they're all sold out on Amazon.
out.
In a few weeks, where they all come back, buy one for next time. And I promise you.
You know what the problem is? If you miss
it,
it,
the best thing.
you're thinking, you know what? It's too late. I can't get one. I'm just gonna allow it. I don't need to buy it right now.
Yeah,
innit?
yeah,
And
that's
you
what I did for
think-
years. Yeah.
You think it's not gonna spin back round.
Yeah. I did
But
that
when
for a
that
few years.
day lands, yeah, where
Bro,
when you
today,
shower,
forget about
you
that
dry your
day.
body and you're still wet.
Yeah. Bruv,
That's a
crazy.
serious situation.
Bruv, and I sweat. What's that nonce? The prince. What's his name? Andrew.
Andrew.
You see when he says I sweat profusely.
I've never seen
when,
that.
No, when he was talking about the fucking
You lot spend too much
when
time.
he went to American Express, not American Express.
Never read none of his quotes.
Pizza Express, and he's trying to tell the story about why he weren't with that chick doing the madness.
He was
You
in
man need
Pizza
to lock
Express?
him, bruv. Yeah, we went to Pizza Express, and he's
To lock out.
Fact, yeah, fact.
Anyway,
he
the man
sweats
said he
profusely.
sweats profusely, innit? Yeah,
And we don't know why- we know
That's
why,
me, bruv. I leak, bro. It's unbelievable.
This guy got mad
bruv.
earlier because he was sweating.
No, I'm just saying, I sweat profusely, bruv. So the aircon is essential, bruv.
I did it recently. Got Robinsons because you can't do the full. If you do the full bottle,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
breaks.
yeah.
You have to actually leave a 6-stage. So when you put it in the freezer, expandage. Bro, that is unreal. I just put it on my desk from literally about 8 till about 11:30. I've got a cold.
And it's still
beverage.
ice cold.
And here's another hack. Make it a bit more sweeter than you would normally.
Yeah.
Because as it melts, it
It melts the
dilutes,
water.
and
Yeah,
you
that's
end
true.
up at the bottom. Like, trust me,
Yeah,
brother,
that's
that's a
true.
serious hack.
What about apart from aircon? Let's just say you ain't got aircon. What about sleeping, bro? Sleeping is a madness when it's
Yeah,
AC,
it's
bro.
too much. But
It's
again, fans,
crazy. No, there's fans are not even doing it,
You
bro.
have to, bruv, when you get a turbo fan, Listen, people, what I'm trying to say is invest in the infrastructure, bruv. Don't take it lightly, bro.
Is this the shark one? Shark.
No, shark one, but I read the reviews. The shark one's like $2 billion.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's not it.
That was 30 quid.
Oh, okay.
And
Is
it
it?
is wavy. Like, it's wavy. That's doing more than my
Stand-up one.
Better yet.
Nah, the aircon is
Bro,
undefeated.
you did the aircon. I've got a stand-up fan, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't think it works.
No,
Like, you can
Yeah.
stand in
Just
front
fire.
of it. No, bro.
Nothing.
You don't feel
No,
anything.
trust me. Yeah,
Bruv,
trust me.
There's one fan I got. I put it back in the loft.
Because it wasn't doing
Because
that.
you can put your hand in front of it. You won't feel nothing.
Nothing.
So how did it qualify to be a fan?
Yeah, fan.
How? No, but how did a factory produce this and send this out into the world?
Because there's hundreds of thousands.
It's
And
mental.
there's hundreds of
What
thousands
you know what I'm
yeah.
talking about though? You put
Yeah, the one you put
I
it
wish
up,
I'll
no,
bring it
no
here
one.
next week. You put your hand, you won't feel a thing.
Yeah, no,
It's
them
skinny.
ones do not work, bro. They don't.
You got to invest.
Crazy.
You got to invest.
Them
What
cheap
ice cream are you lot eating right now, though? That's an important question to me. Because I'm going mental.
Oh,
mental.
Go on.
Go on.
Pistachio cornetto. Feast.
Oh, feast immediately. I need to talk to you.
One
about that.
second.
Actually,
One second.
Let me
I need to
let me
talk to you
let me
about two things, bro.
Ferrero Rocher. The sticks on the circle, unreal. And then my final one is banging Celeros.
Celeros are unreal.
Celero.
Celeros
Oh,
are unreal.
then 89 calories or something. I am polishing them, thinking this is good for me. Like, you know the one.
Celeros are unreal. Twisters are unreal.
Twisters are
Twisters
undefeated.
are unreal.
Undefeated.
Magnum's billionaire. The billionaire Magnum's sick. And pretty much anything. I need to talk to you, man, about something.
Go on.
Feasts are awful. Shit.
I don't think I've ever had a feast.
I don't mind the feast, you know.
Is that the
You
one with
man,
my favourite, bro.
Is that the one with the bumps?
You
It's got
man.
bumps all over it.
It's shit. It's shit.
like
You man made me order Singapore rice.
Don't
Why
do
does
that.
it taste the Indian food, bro? First of all, it's got a curry flavour, bro.
You do.
You got it from
Singapore
India.
rice.
You got
No,
it.
no,
You
bruv.
got
You got
Indian
it from
Singapore
a place
fries,
you don't get a
bro.
Rogan Josh. You need to get it. You need to get it from a place that only
No,
does.
but I
Bro,
do
how
get
can
what
you
you
go?
mean,
How
bro.
can you get?
I can see what you mean.
Thank you, Shun. Because, bro,
I don't know about where you got it from.
No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah,
When you say
Rogan
it's got that
Josh rice.
Hear what I'm
flavouring.
saying, yeah? It doesn't have Chinese flavours.
Bro,
What
it's
do you mean?
so
It's Singapore.
It's Singapore. You know what? But I can't do
but
that.
brother,
He's
it's
doing
poor.
this thing. This is
It's
rage baiting.
No, awful. Singapore
you're trying to
rice
clip, innit?
is not it. What do
Rice?
you mean? Singapore rice, yeah.
So have you had Singapore rice, bro?
No, that's got the Duke of York in it, mate.
Nah, bro.
Yeah, but the Singapore
That's got
rice thing doesn't
pork in
slap,
it, bro. I
So
can't
the
eat
worst
that.
thing is,
Yeah,
you
it
man showed it to me like it was this like angelic game changer, but it wasn't.
Bro, it's
It was
unreal.
alright, it's
You
edible.
got it
I
from
ate
an Indian spot.
I ate it, yeah, but it's
I
not
prefer
what you man
Singapore
tried to say.
noodles.
Singapore noodles
Singapore
are
noodles
banging.
unreal as well.
Yeah.
The vermicelli noodles.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's the same flavour.
It's the
You're
same
saying it tastes
flavour,
like
but
Yeah,
it's
but
like-
with rice, it can.
tastes like Indian food because it's rice.
Yeah.
That's
But
But
racist.
do you know what I'm saying though? Shana? It's got this like
That's racist.
curry. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
That's
it's
because
I know
you're
what
eating
you
it with
mean.
pashwari naan.
No, I'm not that Pashwari naan is
Pashwari
different.
He
naan
loves
is
the
unreal.
keema naan,
But-
you know. That's his thing.
I'm
Yeah,
Keema naan.
you
I'm a
showed me
Keema
about that,
naan.
you
Bro,
showed me
Keema
about
naan
I
is
get
unreal.
every naan.
What ice creams you man are banging?
I'm not even on the ice creams at the moment, you
I
know.
can't eat. Do you know which ones I don't? Fruit pastel, fruit things.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like sorbet.
Well, even a strawberry cornetto is unreal, but
Yeah,
cornetto is unreal.
just keep
Strawberry
it calm.
cornetto.
Just calm down
Even the
everybody.
original
You know what's the
Cornetto.
best one though? White chocolate magnum.
Okay, that's racist.
No, that's
No,
old
that's
school.
actually
what
old
I'm
school.
saying.
It's also
I used to get
meaty.
excited about that when I was a kid.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
gone off white chocolate when I found out it just weren't chocolate.
Yeah,
What about
facts.
calipo?
But I like
Calipers, yeah,
Billy
calipers.
Bear
Of.
buttons are unreal, man.
Oh, can we talk about the inflation of ice cream vans as well? But
What do you mean?
You know the ice cream van comes around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how much it costs for a 99? That's not 99 anymore.
How much?
Mine was like £3 for 60.
You live in Canary
Yeah,
Wharf.
but that sounds
boy.
about right though. I would hand that over.
You know how much it takes to import ice cream to Canary Wharf?
You ain't port, bro. You just roll around the streets, bro.
When I was younger, yeah, we had the same ice cream woman.
Last year.
Fucking hell. When I was younger, like this is like when I was 5 or 6, we had the same ice cream driver woman every year, and we still do. It's the same woman.
Yeah.
But my mum was on the school WhatsApp groups, you know, with the kids and parents, and apparently, the woman didn't wash her hands when she went to the toilet, so we just weren't allowed to buy from that ice cream van
she
ever.
got fired.
No.
She get fired. She
still,
rolled-
to
she rolled
this
around.
day, she's still patterning
She don't
around.
wash her hands.
Who
She
followed the-
allegedly doesn't wash her hands.
Who follows the toilet, bro? She's the ice cream.
Exactly.
Like, how's
Which is
that
why
even
I now
possible?
It's ice cream, it's not sushi.
in my older age, I think that this was a lie to get me to not want ice cream.
Yeah.
From that ice cream van.
Big drip on your mum.
That's the same. That's the same thing that your mum did to you, bro.
The thing is, though, I have several friends
Masterclass.
that were given the same story by their parents. So I'm like,
Yeah, they got together, bro. The
are
parents
they,
got together
are they
and said,
coordinating the
Yeah.
Maybe they
matter?
didn't like the woman.
Well, you could have not liked the woman, but
hear it.
it was a mad story. And she's, as I say, she's still there today. She's still with a local ice cream driver.
I hear it.
And every time that she drives past, and I'm with my mum, I'm like, is that the dirty woman? And she's like, yeah.
Well, washing your hands is overrated anyway, bro.
Whoa,
That's crazy.
don't do that.
When you're preparing food, that's mad.
You know what's just chicken or his
Yeah,
hand?
you've lost your your head?
No, listen, I said
No,
it's
no.
overrated. Calm down.
Do you wash your hands?
I wash my hands.
Okay. Can we just clarify, bro? Because we need to
I'm
clarify
weird,
some
yeah,
things
and
with you, bro.
I hate to say this, but you know a guy thinks you shouldn't do as a man.
Yeah.
He said one today, but I said being a germaphobe,
Yeah,
that one
I
hit
saw
me.
that.
Because I've become obsessive like about shaking people's hands and shit, being in the gym, and that's how I always wash my hands. Yeah. I'm just saying, when I piss, I don't need to touch anything.
Same.
So that's what I'm trying to say. That's what I'm saying. So why do I need to wash my hands? I've gone in there, and then I've not touched them.
It depends on the toilet.
What, are you just whipping it back in? How you...
Yeah.
Alright.
No, it depends on the
Bro,
toilet.
I can piss without touching my anaconda, bro.
Yeah, but you've been in the vicinity though.
Yeah, but I don't touch
You
door
don't
handles.
touch
and
it.
that.
What do you mean? You don't close the door?
Like I'm more likely to give it one of them ones. You know, one of them ones where you got.
But don't you think it's just easier?
It's just easy to wash
touch
your hands.
everything and wash your hands.
Yeah.
No, because
Maybe,
sometimes
but-
the tap is all nasty.
Yeah, like, and then soap's all shit.
but you
But
don't-
you know when you go to wash your hands with shit,
and it's
soap?
already wet.
You're like, what are we doing here? Yeah, what are we doing?
I'm not
The
trying
whole
to
thing
touch
makes
the
me
tap and it's already wet.
Yeah. But
I don't
it's
like that
icky
shit.
for me,
See me, I'll grab tissue and I'll touch everything with the tissue.
Facts. I watched a you know, we talked a couple episodes ago on how we're using AI. So I decided it would be a good idea to put my dad's name into AI.
Oh, swear did
And what I discovered. So I knew weird things about my dad, didn't it? Like when I came to England, yeah, people would see me and give me money. I was like, what the hell's going on? But they knew, oh, you're a son? Cool.
Your
Safe
dad was
now.
a loan shark.
I just really didn't. I didn't really know what was happening, but I was like, okay, I don't have money, so this is quite nice.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That's what I thought about it. Yeah. And I used to hear weird stories about this bread. This way, your dad has never punched a sheep and knocked it out. No, your dad hasn't done that. My dad apparently did that. Very good. One story. Secondly, there was a basketball player from the 90s called Dražen Petkovic. Sick basketball player, like old school basketball player. Died in a car accident. It was in a really good documentary called Once Brothers. And like sick basketball player, one of the best. He was my dad's best friend. I'm hearing these weird stories. He knows weird people in it. I've googled his name, yeah, and all I know is that it's basically a trial in America where they're talking about rival gangs in back home, yeah. And they were basically saying who was the guy that did all the dirt, and they basically said it was the name of my pop. And then the next sentence, how do you know it was him? And he goes, because he essentially like boasted about it in the city. Because it's not a big place.
Yeah. So he
you
was
imagine
telling-
everyone
he was
like
telling-
it's
yeah,
out.
telling
So
everybody.
it became this massive thing. And I just found out, first of all, the name I know is what his name changed to. Wasn't his actual name.
wasn't it?
So it was
Yeah.
because he changed it because of previous mad situation.
Yeah.
And he was just very deep, bro. He was a serious guy. Do you
So
understand?
I
He was a-
wasn't far wrong when I called him a loan shark.
But like this, if this is the thing that made it to some trial in New York, yeah, what don't they know? Do you understand? Like this wasn't a one-off.
The other the bodies are buried.
It's like, and then certain things make sense. Where like when the war was happening, he sent my mom to Belgrade on a military helicopter. We were with like it was just me and her. We got out in like a really peak time. No one could get out.
And it's
How
like,
did he get
how
that
did he
clearance?
get that clear? Yeah.
And my mum will meet people in Belgrade and they'll give her like there's obviously certain things
There's
that make sense
connections,
that,
yeah.
oh, okay, this is real serious because you couldn't call from Serbia to Belgrade. The phones didn't work.
Yeah.
But he would send 10 bad in 1999. This AI
Nah,
stuff.
bro, that's levels. Like
That's got more, by the way.
Yeah,
so
your dad's a
I'm just starting the
fucking
story.
criminal, bro.
Yeah,
That's a fucking...
Yeah, Germany, bro. I can't.
That's
You
why-
win, right?
He's a madman.
You win.
My dad
It's like
worked
it's
in
over.
the NHS, man.
Like, my dad made
but
baby
you got
bottles at
stories
one
about
point, bro.
I got
You know
better
Avon
stories.
bottles, bro.
Why
My
you
dad worked in the factory for Avon bottles at one point, bro.
Avon bottles, I swear.
You know Phillips
Yeah,
Avon.
that's why you
Yeah.
got good skin, rude boy. Don't they do cosmetics and that?
No, for Phillips, bro.
Avon?
Avent.
Oh.
You know baby bottles.
Yeah.
Avent.
Oh.
Yeah, bro. At one point, bro. That was the peak. Yeah, you win, bro. You should have let us start.
Yeah,
because,
do you know what I mean?
you know
Man
that
said
shit.
you're fucking...
No,
you're-
because now my story is nothing compared to
your
that,
dad's
bro.
Al Pacino, bro.
Do you know what I mean? Quick one. Do you call it babysitting when you look after your own kid?
I did once. I got told off. Boy.
No.
Why would you call it
It was,
babysitting?
it
is
wasn't mad. It
babysitting,
wasn't
though.
mad. I just said, oh, I
It
can't
is
come out.
babysitting.
No, but if you say it, I don't know about third party though. If I'm chatting to you,
Yeah.
about babysitting, I might say
Yeah,
that's
I
a joke,
think
but
I said it somewhere. I
wouldn't
was like,
call it
oh, I can't
babysitting.
come out. I'm babysitting. Like, da, da, da. Yeah, I got in trouble. But
Swear down.
because it's not really babysitting. It's your you.
It's yours, you know. Yeah, you're not babysitting that. You're
But
just
is it
looking
a
after
baby?
your baby.
Sitting a baby.
Baby, and yeah, you gotta look after it, bro.
Scientifically,
Scientific.
it makes sense.
But speaking of, actually, bringing back to dads probably weren't there and were doing stuff that they shouldn't have been doing. We're obviously all parents. Shouldn't try. Are you? No. Okay.
Allegedly.
Okay, just checking, bro. Callum's a wild card.
Shouldn't definitely not that he knows of.
Is it one of them ones?
Not
Spread
that
his
he's
semen.
aware of.
Spread the seed.
Moving mental. He said he's definitely spread his semen, you know, like he's experienced it or something.
Whoa.
Even did he? How do you know?
That's you two.
I talk about my semen.
That's
but-
why are you two thinking about another man? The thing is, my brain, that's how I know I'm not Diddy. My brain could never go there. Your brain lives in the state of other men and semen.
I'm not
What?
gonna argue.
Bro, I'm gonna have some deeper conversation. You lot are talking
Go
about
on, do you want to talk
chatting
about
semen,
semen?
bruv.
Go on.
You see these man
Do you know
like
what I mean?
Diddy, the pause man, they always talk about gay shit.
Do you know what I mean? We're talking about dads, bro, not being there for you, bro. Anyway,
Take your socks off.
I asked the babysitting question. I think in some part we all have had dads that are there doing whatever they're doing their own thing. Do you think that's affected like the way you parent or the way you are with your children at the moment?
I think the one thing that I can say directly impacts me that I'm aware of, presence is a non-negotiable. I think for my dad, it was optional. It was like he had a kid, but he had a life. My life is my kid. Nothing can happen that would impact my ability to parent my child. Do you understand? So my commitment to my son isn't to be a great parent. It's not to get everything right the first time. It's not to be able to give him a whole bunch of money when he's older. I don't know what's going to happen. My commitment to my son is that irrespective of what happens, I'm going to be there. And that's probably the thing I look at. That's a conscious decision that probably my dad didn't make. You understand?
Right, yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I didn't have anything at all, I'm coming from a place of just the sheer presence is probably the best thing I can give him. Whereas I think if you've had a dad or both parents in the house, there is always elements of, well, here's what I maybe would have tweaked. But for me, that's like, but you had. Do you understand what I mean? So I look
Yeah,
at
you
it
had
from a lens of
nothing.
at least you had something. And sometimes the strain that puts on the individual parent probably means that you don't really get the true version of that parent. Like I feel like now I'm still getting to know my mum.
Right.
And she's 60 something. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's like I probably saw a traumatized, stressed, working everyday version of her, but who she actually is in reality, if she was just like, it felt safe, she had a partner, would be very different. And I think that's probably the one thing I'm trying to do is I just want to make sure that he's patterned up, you know, like, and I'll always be there for him.
I think that's a generational thing. I think generally seeing my friends and you guys and everyone around me like be a parent. I think we're more like all round presence, fun, provide and do everything that we can for our children. I'm not saying that they chose to do certain things, but I think probably our generation of fathers probably chose to be more providers and to step out.
Sorry,
I can't take it.
Baby.
That's my thing. Is it a generation thing where we've seen, in your case, maybe didn't have an example of someone being there present in the home so much, so you've taken that on and be present? Or where for me, I think I've seen my dad, be a provider. He was in my life for 18 years, be a provider, do whatever he takes to be out there and provide for his family. But maybe not so much the emotional or the loving and caring side of things.
Yeah, that's definitely my dad. Looking back on it, I think, I rate my dad. He done his bit. Like if I think about my dad, he was out working all day, every day.
He's an imperfect person.
Yeah.
Fact.
So I give him the props for that because he was definitely providing in it. But the gap is that love, the getting to know him and spending that quality time with him. I can't even really think of many. Like if I think of what I have with my daughter now, I reckon we can sit there and reel off bare quality time moments.
Yeah.
And that's the best thing you can give them, bro.
And then
It's not about-
with my dad, I could probably count on one hand probably, but I think what you're alluding to is that it's a generational thing, I think. And obviously his situation as well, he's come to this country, bro, like he needs the pattern, bruv. Like he has to make this work.
I grew up in Zambia until I was 11, and I've got countless memories of my dad going to work, coming home, but every time he'd come home, we'd do something. Like he was a PE teacher, so he'd always have like sports equipment.
Okay.
So we'd be outside, he would come home, he would do some press ups, he'd say, come, let's play some volleyball, let's play some football, let's play some
sport,
it was some sort of sport we were playing, When we moved to England, that completely went out the window because he was working, again, the same thing, same as my mum, they were working night shift, day shift, night shift, day shift.
Yeah, you have to make it work.
Fun element, I'd say, probably went out the window because they turned into just pure providers.
Yeah.
And again, is it the pressure of being here and the pressure of the cost of living here?
For sure. I think being present, like I see my Instagram video the other day, and it's like I couldn't have a brethren now who's a dad that was moving mad, bro. I'd have to G-check him, bro. I would have to. Whereas I think there was not even that long, maybe even 10, 15, 20 years ago, man, like you got youths and that, but like when was the last time you see your youth sort of thing? Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah,
like,
bro, I can't have
why
that
are you here with
conversation.
me?
I can't
in the
believe-
rain?
I can't believe
That's what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
I couldn't fathom not being there for my youth. That's impossible.
Obviously, I spend so much time with my son. I spend a lot of quality time, just me and him outside doing whatever he's on. I just let him kind of lead and we just go have fun, And I just think about all the time I spend with him and all the investment I pour into him as a human, letting him be free, giving him a different experience. Is all the time that if you don't have a present dad who gives you that stuff, you just didn't have that.
Yeah.
And there's no way, I look at it logically, how it impacts my son. It doesn't impact people who don't have that.
Yeah.
There's an impact of the lack of that that experience, that you're more hardened or whatever the thing might be, I think that my legacy that I leave in my life, I had the opportunity to actually be a present dad that showed up, did the basics, and was always there for my son. That's probably the thing that I can go, cool, man, I did it. Like, I don't need much more than that. You know what I mean?
Dad didn't have a license, bro. So he was here, what, how long? 30, 40
For the
years?
country or for the car? Sorry, I'm too hot.
Your dad's never coming back. Your dad's never coming back, bro.
You weren't happy about the seat thing. I'm sorry, bro. My dad didn't have a driver's license.
There we go.
So I remember,
How did he buy a whip?
this is when I first...
He just bought a whip one day and said, okay.
My issue is, let me
How
tell the
did he
story.
drive out?
Let me tell the story for the
He was like,
jump.
cool, you can take it.
Let me tell you for
His
the
first
jump.
words after buying the whip was petrol.
It was like Friday night. I get a call from my dad, yeah. I normally air the first 2 or 3, yeah. But if he keeps calling, yeah, I'll pick it up, yeah.
2 or 3.
That's wild.
My dad's banging off my line. I pick up, dad's like, they're taking their car. I'm like, what do you mean they're taking the car? Who's taking the car and why are they taking the car? And I'm getting my back up now. Do you know what I mean? I'm
I think I
backing my
remember.
dad.
I think I was around this. Though. I remember
man,
you
it's a
telling me
unit
this.
time.
Yeah.
So I'm backing my dad. Who's taking the car? He's like, the police. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, they're saying a light's out. I'm like, that's no damn reason to take the car. Yeah, that's no damn reason. No, I think that's why they stopped him. They stopped him because
The light was out.
No, they ran the plates and they said, who's the driver? 18-year-old. They looked at him like,
Bro, so then,
why is he in a denim tracksuit?
So then, I'm like, Dad, they can't. I said, that's something ridiculous, bro. Like, and he's like, they're taking the car. So I was like, cool. And then who's like, the police? I said, let me speak to the police officer, yeah. But I'm on votes at this point now, man. What do you mean, like, the feds just like, listen, we're taking the car. Your dad knows why, innit? But the Fed G-checked me. He didn't even say bye. He just gave the phone back to my dad, didn't he? He didn't have time for me or my energy, bro. He's like, we're taking the car, boom, bam, and we're just moving on, yeah. So now my dad's like, ruining my weekend, bro. I'm planning to chill here with Jenny, do something tomorrow, whatever. I've got to go with my dad the next day to Perivale Pound, bro. And if you've ever been to Perivale Pound to pick up your whip, you know it's a mausoleum, bro.
Why?
The queues, the wait time is ridiculous. You have to pay a madness to get your car out. And if you don't do it before the 24 hours, you got to pay like an extra $2. Thing is a madness. He's ruined my weekend. I've go with him Saturday morning, get up early, got to catch the bus to Perivale. I've never been to Perivale in my life. Yeah, it stinks. I'm joking. So then we're there waiting for time. Cool, we waited, boom, boom, we get to the jump. By the way, let me go back one. My dad is begging me to come. Like, begging me to come. Just like, bro, why do you need me? Go and get your car and, like, pattern, innit? Yeah. Bro, we get to the jump now, and the bird's like, right, get your licenses out and insurance, yeah? So we back out the insurance. I back out my license. My license is pink, bro. He backs out his thing, and it's green. And then I'm doing all this mental arithmetic in my head. I said, maybe when he got his thing, they let you keep the green thing. Because I know when I got my license, they took my green thing. They said, the pink thing's coming, innit? But I'm thinking, maybe when he did it back in the 80s or whatever it was.
You have to send it back.
Yeah, maybe he managed to pattern. So I'm thinking, blah, blah. And the woman's just like, nah. And I'm looking at my dad. I'm not even dealing with it. Me and my dad are locked in. What the fuck? I was like, you ain't got a license. But he's doing this thing, yeah. Maybe I get this from him. He's trying to switch back at me. Like, why are you shouting, bro? You don't have a license, man. I can drive. That's not the point. That's not the point, Dad. Like, whether you can drive or not is not
They
the
were
point.
talking about they were driving back in Niger.
That's what I'm saying.
Before you was born.
I can drive.
Do you know how long I've been driving in this country? Like, brother,
Have
again,
you done rush hour in Lagos? That's what they'll say to you. Have you ever done rush hour in Lagos?
It's like, Dad, yeah, that's impressive. I'm so proud of you. You've gone 30 years with no license, driving around calm Steve.
You've done well there, to
But
be
at
fair.
this point here, Dad, you don't have a license, like, but he's trying to get irate and aggy and argue with the people and argue with me. I'm like, Dad, this isn't an argument. This is open.
it's over now,
Turn up in public is
bruv,
mental.
you don't have a license. Let's leave, bro.
Yeah, you're
Just
running
left. You have to call my auntie to come because I wasn't young. I was like 20. You had to be like 21 or whatever to take the car.
take the
And
car.
The whole thing was a mausoleum, but that's the day I found out my dad doesn't have a license,
so
bruv.
funny.
And that's when I realized the
hilarious.
geezer's class, bruv. He's so class. That's one of many stories, bruv. He's a special guy, man. But big up my pop.
But listen, he's an imperfect person, isn't it?
He's an
Bro,
imperfect
and
person,
he's a
man.
sick guy, bro.
Like, to go 30 years without a license, bro, fair play, bro.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah. He's a fucking madman, bruv.
Daniel.
He's a mag.
£10 million,
You think I might say
but
something?
you lose every friend that you have.
Every single friend.
10M.
I'm doing it.
Frank cost.
Oh, we
I'll
said.
make some new ones, man.
Hey, no, this is actually.
Am I
a head
joking?
scratcher.
No.
Friend,
I wouldn't do that.
Like your missus.
No, just friends.
Nah.
Friends.
You
Never
keep your
for
family,
money.
Your family, but your friends.
Oh,
Yeah, but what if you're not married?
No, just friends, Callum, bro.
Just friends. Just us. Just friends.
No. Just
No,
friends.
just friends.
The man them, innit?
The man,
MD.
yeah. 10 M's. So the friends are gone. They're gone.
nah.
See you later.
They're not going. No, they're not going anywhere.
What do you mean?
I'm keeping my friends, man.
Yeah, I think.
No 10 mil to keep your
No
friends.
10 mil, man. I'm sorry.
How old are we? We're here now in this age here.
Today.
I've spent enough time with you, man, though.
You
I've
don't
spent
remember me fondly.
enough time with you, man.
So
bro.
you
We've
got
been on
good,
holidays.
you got good memories of
But
me.
we've gone on holidays.
photos.
I've been at you man's weddings. I've held you man's children. Do I
Yeah, I would do
really?
it. Now I'm like, where I currently am. Yeah.
You lot, fucking just lose your friends.
I would keep my friends. I'm trying to play devil's advocate.
Well, I'm talking briefcase on the table, yeah?
Cash, no tax.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
It's on the
cash,
table, bro.
Well, let me think about it again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because if I go to Serbia, I'm good. My
In my
family,
bank
for
account
everyone's
this
good.
afternoon.
10 mil, Dan.
10
You
mil.
know, 10
No,
mil
think
changes
about it.
life, like, you
10
can
mil
do-
You
is.
can live off the rest of your life with like 10
You can buy a studio, like.
But your dogs are your dogs.
Think about it this way. Think about it this way.
One
Think
man.
about it this way. I know you said that you make some new friends, but what if you just don't? It's not the same, man. What if
How
you
does
just
some
don't?
man move to a different country and make new friends?
Yeah, because you can.
You can still chat to your old
I'm
friends.
in
Like,
New York.
you can't chat to
No,
them.
it's over.
You're
Nothing,
done.
bro. It's done. It's done, bro.
Oh, I
It's
actually
done.
don't know, you know.
I'm not doing that.
No, I wouldn't do it still.
I don't, yeah, ooh, nah, I don't think I would.
No, I'm not doing it.
Nah, I would be burning.
But let me
though.
ask you
like,
this,
you, man,
bro,
I swear
every
that If I
day.
don't take it, yeah, like, the next time I see Boris, man, you'll be fucking patting up and locking.
Better
Don't
be
piss
funny,
me
He
off.
can't be rude to you, bro. That's what I'm saying. He can't be rude to you.
Don't piss me off,
Let me
bro.
ask
You know
you
what
this,
I've
let me
done
ask
to
you this.
maintain this, bro?
What if it's 100 mil?
Yeah, sorry, boys.
See you later.
Yeah, sorry, boys.
100 mil.
I'm sorry,
Sure.
boys.
No, because then I might as well take 10 mil.
Yeah, to be
I'm
fair,
gonna
you might
do
as
the
well.
same shit.
It's the same
Yeah,
thing.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you might as well take the 10
I'm
if
gonna
it's
do
100
the
mil,
same
bro.
shit, bro.
Yeah.
Because what you're
it's
saying there is there's a price.
Impulse that I'm going to do with 100 M's is going to be the same
Same as a
impulse
10.
with 10.
Yeah, I think 10,
I'm gonna
10
buy a
mil
yard.
and 100 mil are essentially kind
Oh
of the same
my
thing.
God.
No, I know
They're not the same. They're not the same.
It's
No,
not
but
the
I'm
same.
saying, no, what I'm trying to say, you put $1 million in a high interest savings account, that shit's going to compound, but you're going to be fine. Do you know what I mean? You're going to be
Hey,
fine.
ChatGPT, how long would it take if you put a mil in a
High interest, if you, no, but you can't ask, yeah.
Would you do it for 10 mil or would you do it for 100 mil? So you're saying there's a price. So there's a scale here where you lose your friends.
Of course you would do it. You know what I mean? You can't
No,
like,
I'm not going to do it, bro. Why am I doing it? If I want,
a
bro,
village.
it doesn't matter about the money.
You're either gonna do it or not do it, is what you're
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
I'm one of them guys, I don't care about the money, bro.
Nah, I think I care
Because
about
your
it.
guys are your guys,
I can
man.
get it with 10 mil and not doing it because you know you value your friends so much.
You man don't rate money.
But 100 M, bro.
10 mil in the bill.
Bro.
Hold on, Bucky, has Bucky swung here? Has he gone? Are you taking the 10?
No, I'm hearing what
No, we'll
Callum's
go
saying,
back
you
to the
know?
10.
You're gonna.
Because if you're saying I can pattern my family
Forever.
generationally,
whole
A
family.
A bill, yeah,
what,
bill's
see you,
different.
man, Jack, Josh, Jesse,
I like
Bill,
it, bro,
they're
Ace,
gone, but-
like,
I like it, bro. I love my friends, but a bill.
can I have a one last bonanza? Like,
Yeah, but you can't tell anyone,
we'll
bro.
take $1 million and do a
No.
mausoleum.
You have to do a normal thing. You can't
So
use
he's
any
saying,
of
I
that
take
money.
his money, I can't see or speak to him ever
No,
again.
yeah. You can't.
Oh,
You
what, I don't
can't.
even have to explain myself. Do the coward thing. Do the
got
coward
no-
thing.
they got no-
Just disappeared, man.
And that's what it is. Why do you feel the need? It's a coward thing then.
Yeah.
If you're really that
That's what
chesty
I'm
with
saying.
it,
Isn't it?
you don't have to say, oh, the coward. No. Why is it a coward thing? If you're going to do it for the peas,
You're gonna do it for.
You're gonna do it for the
Shouldn't be a
peas.
coward thing, yeah.
It shouldn't be a
No,
coward
but what
thing
I'm trying
then.
to say is if I don't even have to explain myself.
But why do
Like,
you want that to be an aspect
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
of the
Why do you
deal?
feel you need to
Why
explain
do you
yourself?
feel? Because you know,
true.
if you
You're
take
right,
that
you're right,
piece,
you're right,
you're
you're right.
gonna, bro. You're not gonna. There's millionaires that are depressed. It's not about
Yeah.
the peas.
Yeah,
Yeah,
They don't
right.
have friends. And they got
I
fake
listen
friends.
to Cow, I listen to Shun. I'm mad.
No, but it's true. They've got fake
It's
friends.
fake friends. This is
Yeah,
what I'm saying
it's
is
true.
you gotta
I
remember.
couldn't have Schneid friends. I
You
couldn't
then
have
yeah.
Schneid
You then
They
transition
wish
into a
for real
place.
friends.
Yeah.
Schneid friends, basically, you know your work friends. But see
Yeah.
at work, yeah, I've probably got one or two man that I would genuinely
Yeah.
say that really, if it weren't work, you can probably come cool with my guy.
Yeah.
One big up my guy Mehdi, bruv. Like other than that.
The rest of them
So
are just
if
a
you're saying I take the peas and then I've just got work friends for the rest
You
of my
got
life.
nothing.
You got nothing
Why are
really.
you
Basically
working?
You
nothing.
don't have to.
No, but I'm saying that's the standard of friends.
Bro,
You're saying you make
you know
new
what?
friends.
I'm taking
they're
the
basically
bill.
off that standard of
I'm
work.
gonna move
friend.
wherever I want in the world, and I'm just gonna do all the things I like, gym, whatever, and I'm gonna meet people there, and then I'm my friends.
Yeah, but it's not this, bro. How long have you been friends
Bill.
with? How long have you been friends with him?
Too long.
You can't replicate that relationship.
Yeah, but that's good.
You're never gonna feel the same.
Right.
You're gonna have an empty void.
It's gonna be. You're gonna be looking
Yeah,
for
but I've
Daniel, and
had
you're
I
gonna
think
have
I've
him.
got to pattern my family, you know.
Hey,
over
bro,
my friends.
Dan.
I think I have to pattern
No,
my
you have
family over
to.
my friends.
No, you would.
But guess what? Your family
A
won't.
bill. You
Your
man are
family-
joking. You think it's 10 mil still?
A billion doesn't really change it for me.
100
Because a billion is just too much money. It doesn't make
Yeah,
it
Yeah,
it's
but
a
you
lot.
could then be a good human, bro.
100 M's.
It's not just about your bread.
You're not a good
You're not a good human, bro. You just left
You
with your friends.
eradicated your friends.
Yeah,
for the
bro.
You didn't eradicate them. They don't lose anything except you, but you can go help charities.
I'm a big deal, bro.
Nah.
I'm a big fucking
A
deal, bro.
billion, you're a big deal.
I'm a big deal now.
You can
that's what I'm
change.
saying.
You can change.
But also, actually on that, your friends will be able to see you like living this life. By the way,
And I'll give my life to being a good person, so they'll be like, you know what, he wasn't a cunt. He just got a bill.
Yeah, but he snaked us.
yeah, facts.
Not. Hey, listen. On that note, let's make it interactive. You lot tell us in the comments what would you do? What's the argument for and against? Everyone's gonna try to go down the route of.
I Bucky's turned into a YouTuber, innit, my guy?
Claude told me.
Oh my God.
Because I know everyone's gonna go down the path of morally, but you lot are not thinking about having access to a
Yeah.
100
Yeah, 100
100 million. Let's do
You
100.
can do anything for you and your family.
I
Bro, you
wouldn't be
might have a
me
sick aunt, you might have
without
this
my
and that.
friends.
You can pattern so many people.
I'm with Shun as well.
I wouldn't be me
When I think
without
about
my
the
friends.
boys, bro. I think about the guys.
I put my life on the line for friends.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where I'm different. Chosen ones.
Most of, yeah, no.
Final answer is, I wouldn't do it.
You would, man.
For a billion, you would, but
100 million, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I would do it.
I
I
think
think
you'd
a
be
billion
moving.
is different because I think 100 M's.
You man- yeah.
I back myself to make 100 million in my life. I know that's
Oh,
a
yeah, I
bit,
like that. I like
it's
that.
a bit
I do
mad,
like that.
but
I like
it's
that.
conceivable that if we really say this podcast, for example, if we really manage to pattern them, it can make 100 M's.
I'll reduce the amount and say, let me pick certain man.
Yeah, yeah. But listen,
We've been imperfect. You've been the people. Godspeed.